I've talked before about giving mail as a gift, and I have mentioned using it for grandkids as part of their birthday gift. But do you sometimes need ideas on what you could possibly send each month, how you can send different things, and especially if you want to keep it not a package. Mail gets expensive sometimes, and if you send a package every month, it can get expensive. But there are flat things, little things that you can send that can make a wonderful impact on young people, especially, but also adults. Today, we're going to talk about some young people. Here's some ideas that I just came up with for Thanksgiving and from a shopping trip yesterday. If you are listening to this before Thanksgiving, or maybe even right after Thanksgiving, head to Hobby Lobby. Yesterday, they had their fall crafts and decorations for 75% off already, and we're still a week and a half away from Thanksgiving. So that was awesome. I found some things that will work great for mail. They had this pumpkin sticker pack. There's, I think, 12 sheets in each one where they can use all these stickers to make faces on pumpkins and stuff. Super easy to ship, nice and flat, and so it makes it very easy to ship that. Another one was some coloring cards. So they have two different ones in here, and these are like postcard quality. If they're a thicker one, they're blank on one side, and then they've got the design to color on the other side, and there are 24 of them in each pack. And so I think the stickers, I already got rid of the label on that, but I think they were $1.99 too, and these are $1.99, and they were 75% off. So you're talking very, very little for that. And then the third thing that I got for mail was these bookmarks. So there's 24 in them as well. And let me just pull them out. They are thick. They're like a cardboard. I don't know if you can tell that on the video at all. Maybe you can. They are a thick cardboard. So they'll work great for young kids, but they come in 3 different designs all together, and then they're perforated to just break apart. And they have a prompt I'm thankful for and a couple blanks, or 3 on that one, for you to be able to fill those out and then color them as well. So those are just a couple of the things that I found at Hobby Lobby yesterday that would work great for mail if you're looking for ideas of what to include in mail. Another idea, one thing that I've actually done both of these books. So I've used it 2 different ways for mailing to my grandkids. I have looked up ideas and then looked at their local library's card catalog online and found ones that went with whatever maybe theme I was doing for that month or whatever, and I would put that in their letter. By the way, if you want to read a book about this, your library has this book. And so I've done it that way. And then I've also ordered books online and just had them shipped directly to them. Or you could buy them and ship them to them, either way. So books are another idea. And so I have a list here of just a few Thanksgiving type books that you might be interested in as well, for even if you just get these to read to your kids. Some of these are really good ones. So Sarah Gives Thanks by Mike Allegra. The Thanksgiving Story by Alice, I'm going to butcher some of these names, Dalgliesh. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I've read a few of her books, and she does a good job. Thanks for Thanksgiving by Julie Marks. Sharing the Bread, an old-fashioned Thanksgiving story by Pat Zietlow Miller. Thank you, Amu. Sorry. I should have looked up pronunciation to see if I could find correct pronunciation on these, because I'm going to butcher her name too. By Oge Mora. And then Thankful by Eileen Spinelli. And then there's 2 Berenstain Bear Thanksgiving books too. The Berenstain Bears Thanksgiving Blessings, and that one is just by Mike Berenstain. And then the Berenstain Bears Give Thanks, and that one's by Jan and Mike Berenstain. So those are some ideas of books that you could either, if you still have young kids at home, get and read aloud. Reading aloud with your family is such a fabulous way to create memories and just have downtime together and enjoy a good story together. Even as they get into teen years, it's still a great thing to do in your home. And the scientific backing on reading aloud together is absolutely fabulous. Maybe I'll have to do a video on that sometime. Or if you are sending mail to young people, this is a great list of things that you can either look up for their local library or you can buy and send to them as well. I'll have a list of those in the notes in the description, so that you can see those with the proper spelling, since by my pronunciation, you may not understand them. But also I will have a link to my free download. I have a PDF for you that is 14 declarations about who God says you are and 3 verses to back each of those up. Words are powerful, and speaking words is incredibly powerful. And faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. And so if we can pour into ourselves the word of God by speaking them out loud to ourselves about who he really says we are, it just builds our faith. It builds our love for Jesus, and in that we are able to love others well as well. So I absolutely encourage you to just really dig into the word and discover who God says you are. And a great way to get started with that is with that free PDF that I have for you. The link is in the description. And just grow in who he says you are, and it will just build your love for him and your love for others as well then. I hope you have a fabulous day. If this helped, please hit the like button and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.